Today we're going to create this mixed media tag. It's quite good. Not quite good. It's quite good also as well. It's quite big. The size of it, let me tell you. As I remember, it's about 25 centimeters. Yes, it's 25 centimeters, and it's almost 10 inches, and wide is 11 and a half, so it's 4.5 inches. Thank you. If you may see, it's like a sandwich, beautiful sandwich with Prima ingredients. And let me tell you what I have used as a base. Hello girls. Hello. It's look like this. I created it in advance to save our time. So first I cut it from the cardboard. It's about 2 millimeters cardboard piece. Was cardboard piece, quite big, and I cut it from it. And then I covered it with white gesso. If you can see here, I have a layer of white gesso. Then I put a little planks, wooden planks, with every canvas that I buy in our stores. I have these wooden pieces to put them on the other side of the canvas, so I never use them for the canvases, but I never throw them away because they're very good for some projects. And here I put them as a long planks, created them long. But if you don't have these wooden pieces, you may just cut stripes from the cardboard like this and put stripes directly on your base. Let's call it base. So it's a wasteless creation, like, you know, sustainable. Environmentally friendly. No waste. Everything goes in our projects. Now I'm going to start. If you have questions, let me know. I will explain better. Now I need white heavy gesso. And a brush. You may take white brush because we need to just cover all the surface with white gesso. You may be very wait a minute, I will take my cat out of my room. You may be quite bold, just with movements like this. Just put white gesso everywhere and in these gaps also. The idea of my project was to create, you know, like a piece of garden fence with beautiful flowers, like in spring mood. I knew I had been keeping these little bags for of the back of my canvases for something. So it's the best moment to use them. Everything that you have kept. Now you may take this and glue it on your project. It's not the first time when I using these little wooden pieces, and I think that's enough. It shouldn't be covered very precisely, because we're going to apply a few pastes on it, so it shouldn't be painted very carefully. In my country I can't find heavy gesso. Does regular gesso works same way? Of course, if you have, even if you have no gesso and you maybe just have white acrylic paint, it also works good. Heavy gesso is like, you may use it like a paste as well, because it's not very thin, it's with a thick texture, so you may apply it even with a stencil, for example. So if you don't have heavy gesso, just use anything white that you have. Maybe you have, I can't show you at the moment, wait. Maybe you have like impasto like this, it's acrylic paint. Hello. And now I don't need to dry this. We'll put paste directly on the wet gesso. First paste that I'm going to use, it is white sand texture paste. And I need for this palette knife. Just take some on your palette knife and start applying it like everywhere. In some places there will be more, and in some places less. Just apply it as you feel. But keep watching that these gaps should be visible. Take your paste and gesso out of these gaps. We need to save them, because we're imitated wooden fence. White sand paste, graphite paste, and crackle paste is my favorite paste. I like them very much because it's the great way to create nice texture, very interesting texture for your mixed media projects. So every mixed media lover should have white sand paste. It's my opinion, but I won't suggest you bad things. Tell me, which paste is your favorite? I'm sorry if the sound is annoying because the paste have sand in it, very small pieces, and maybe it's disturbing a little bit. Look, I hope you may see well. So some places are empty, some places are with a thin layer of the paste, some places are with thick layer. Rust paste is absolutely gorgeous. It's the best solution for steampunk projects and for vintage projects. I also love this. And now we're going to apply white crackle paste, also without drying, just directly on the wet layers, on the wet previous layers. Wait a minute, I need my baby wipe. Hello girls, I'm very happy that we have international, how to say, let me find the word, like international company today for this evening. It's evening here in my country, maybe you have morning or noon. And now, also take some on your palette knife. It should be down, how to say, under your palette knife, so it's more comfortable and more easy to apply this. And start applying it as we just applied sand paste. Now the same way we're applying white crackle paste. Imagine that this is sandwich and we're trying to put some butter on it. But it shouldn't be very, how to say, it should be messy. The layers should be messy this time. Not very accurate. I think in English it sounds like this, accurate. Almost like in my language. Let me see if I need to add somewhere. I think that this maybe would be enough. Remember, some layers are thin and some layers are thick, and the gaps should be empty. Now we will put it aside. And start preparing our embellishments. I decided to use this chipboard set for my tag. I really like clocks and keyholes and keys and also all these kind of embellishments, because it's really good for any type of project. You may use them for vintage projects, for wedding projects, for steampunk projects, so it's really I forgot this word. not universal, like in English there is other word for this. Okay, look how beautiful these clocks are. And I also need this key. This chipboard is good for painting, for spraying, and I'm gonna add some embossing powder on it. For this I need dabber tool, and I will take this embossing powder, Stampendos Aged Ivory, the name of it. And you may use this embossing tab tool or just embossing pad, everything that you like. Sorry again for that noise. I thought to apply embossing powder in advance, but I decided to show you these chipboard pieces naked, without anything. These clocks very beautiful. They are very filigree with thin details, so they are just gorgeous, especially for wedding projects, I think. In the beginning, I thought that it will be like not a tag. I would like to create a wedding card, but during the process I decided to make background more more mixed media, and I decided to add these planks, so I just changed the way of the project. It's stuck. But I think that you're familiar with the process. In the beginning you have one imagination, then something goes wrong, and the project in the end totally different than in the beginning. Yes, this word, versatile. Yes, versatile. I remember that it begins with V letter, and yes, exactly this word, versatile. Thank you for helping me. Now we need to dry it very properly. If you don't have any chipboard sets from Prima yet, I really suggest you to buy this one because it's really versatile. It's good for any project, any type of project, any style of project. So this is my favorite one. And I think that clocks and keyholes and other stuff from architecture is I use it more often than any other embellishments. It's take time to bake embossing powder, but in the end, be careful because it's really hot. Look how beautiful. Hello, hello. Now, and my key also is very beautiful. Let's prepare some clay pieces. I have these two, but if you don't have the same, you may take something that we may put on my project, that we may put on the project, like in upright position, something long. You may even take some a couple of you know, this paper, the word for cocktail. These pieces. Oh, let me show you something. Oh, maybe this, like this. How to say, strokes? They're strokes, or the name of them. Let me see. Absolutely love Nadya's work. You would love to see more of her. Thank you, girls. These are also Prima molds, but they were issued long time ago. I think maybe 4 or 5 years. Yes, paper straw. Exactly. So these molds were issued really long time ago, maybe 4 or even 5 years ago. I don't know exactly, but I love them. And here I have 2 keyholes. They are also from previous Prima collections. And I have scissors. These are brand new. Let me show you this mold. This is from my sweet collection. I may tell you a tip for that mold. As you see, it's really filigree. It's have really thin details, and I'm using for my projects air dry clay. I think that the best way to use this mold will be plastic, but I don't have this, and I use air dry clay. Yesterday I put, before I go to bed, I put air dry clay in this mold and leave it for a whole night. And in the morning I take these scissors from this mold. When it's not totally dry, the clay is, you know, it's flexible, and you may very precisely, very how to say, with very smooth movements, take your scissors out of this. If your scissors will and the clay will totally dry in the mold, it's more difficult to take it from, to take how to say, this scissors shape from the mold. So be careful with this, but everything is impossible, as you see. Now I need a piece of paper. And let me show you 2 more details. This is my favorite. This is also Prima mold. It's look like this. I bought it in South Africa, so it's like my souvenir from there. And it's my favorite one. I use it really often, really often. And I'm gonna use them again in my project. Now I'm going to use this Opal Magic Paint. It's the name of color is green gold. Can we still find the old molds, the long ones? I don't know, maybe Natalie will tell you. I don't know, can't tell you. Thank you, Teresa. So the color is green gold, and I need a little bit of this. Oops. Wait, please. Just take a little bit aside, put water in it to dilute it. Maybe we need more. And start, I hope you see well. I think that it was with cooperation with IOD, so I'm not sure if you may find it somewhere. I think it was from the first release of Prima Moulds, when they just started to issue silicone molds. Maybe Nat will find somewhere. And just add it here and there. All over our molds. Don't forget to dilute it with water, because if you won't dilute it, the layer will be very thick, and I don't want it. I just want to put it very lightly, maybe the word. And scissors and this piece without green color. Oops. And all other details are with green. Now, look how beautiful it is. The focus is not very good, but maybe it's possible to see. Really beautiful. Yes, translucent layer. Thank you, my dear. You really helped me. My next color will be this one, but first I need to dry my first layer. This color is Plum Preserves. It's my favorite one. I use it really often, but I don't like violet colors, but it's, you know, like some kind of violet for me with violet notes. It's more like berry, like black currant, something like this. So the color is very nice, and it is very good with a lot of other color combinations, so I use it really often. When it is dry, I need to take a little bit of this, also diluted with water, dilute it very well, and just in some places, maybe not everywhere, just more carefully, to feel some relief, I don't know how to pronounce it, some gaps here and there. to make this color that was the first one visible, but also to add some of this. Gorgeous. Thank you. I was talking a lot today, not in English, but anyway, for me it was enough, and I feel that my tongue is tired and my head is also tired, so sorry for losing my words and my vocabulary, but I may tell you that second time making live here in Prima is not as how to say scary that it was first time. I feel more relaxed and more comfortable today. Thank you, girls. Thank you for your support. Thank you for maintaining me. Now, these two pieces I'm going to cover only with this purple. Thank you, girls. Thank you. It really takes time to cover everything, to dry everything, but it's mixed media, so it's the normal process. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask me. If we have conversation here, I think it will be more interesting to watch, and I will practice my English because I don't use it in my everyday life, only when I making classes or live classes. I will show you how beautiful it will be when it will be dry. What is the best way to get the pieces out of the molds? You know, I have one more like tip. When I need my, as I told you first, when the mold and how to say, the shape is very filigree, just take it when it half dried. But when I need my mold pieces very quickly, for example, I have inspiration and I need it at the moment, I just put my air dry clay inside the mold. Then I put my mold filled with air dry clay in the fridge for half an hour, I think. Even not in the fridge, in this place when frozen food, how to say, it's not fridge, it's like frozen cabin or something like this. I put it there on half an hour, then I take it from this, and then you know, molds are frozen, not molds, freezer, yes, freezer. Thank you, girls. And this clay is like frozen, and it's very how to say, it's very easy to take these shapes from it. And then I put all my clay pieces, frozen clay pieces, on the list of paper that is for baking, you know, baking paper, and I put it in the oven for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. It depends on thickness of molds, of shapes. For example, this piece I would put for 10 minutes, maybe more, how to say, more thick pieces for 15 minutes on very low temperature. I don't know how it will be in Fahrenheit, but in Celsius it is 110 about it. So it's and after 10 minutes you have your totally dry clay shapes. So first in the freeze for half an hour, and then to the oven for 10 minutes. I hope it would be useful. Now then we need to cover it with you may cover it with white gesso or with old white matte wax by Finnabair. I will use this one, but you may use white gesso. It's no sense. We just need to highlight and cover these parts that are on the surface, not on the surface, not that in the bottom of the shape, that are more, tell me the word, girls. It's really good English lesson for me. I will learn some words today, or if I forgot them, I will remember them, like freeze, translucent layer, versatile, yes, relief, raised, okay, on the top. Sometimes I know the words, but because I am nervous a little bit and I'm trying to do it faster, I just can forget them. Write in English, it's easier for me than speak, because I have no practice. I need more practice. I need to do live stream on Facebook more often, not once a month, I think. So, do you see the difference? Now we have paints only inside, and all these parts raised. You mean these parts are raised, are covered with white color. I'm not sure if you can see green inside, but it is there. Trust me, it's visible. And put it everywhere. I won't put them at the moment on these two dark pieces. I will put them in the end. I want to see how they will be looks like in the whole project. Maybe I want to make them more visible, or not as visible as they are in the moment. You're doing great. I am amazed at how good your English is. Our language is so difficult to learn. Thank you. Thank you, girls. I would love to speak English more, how to say, I know this word, but I forgot this, more fluent, but it is how it is. Now to continue, we need to dry it carefully. Maybe it's not as wet as it was 15 minutes ago, but anyway, we should dry it very well. My thoughts exactly. I wish I could. This is a million times. Thank you. Thank you, girls. Thank you. Yes, silicone mold with scissors. It's my sweet collection. I will show you once again. It's very beautiful. When I saw it, when Prima showed us, to design team members, new products, I think I was doing a happy dance that moment when I saw these vintage scissors, because they're really, really beautiful. Maybe it's a little bit hard to take clay from it, but if you let it dry a little bit, half dry clay, it's more easy to take it. Can you purchase the clay on the same site? I'm not sure if I understand it very good. I understand. On scrapbooking, I'm not sure, because I buy my clay in my local store. Girls who are watching from Europe, we have here store. The name of it's like Flying Tiger Copenhagen. So I buy it there. Really good clay. Maybe there in America or Canada you have something different. And sometimes when I can't find this clay in shops when it's over, I buy a clay dust. The name of it dust. It has white and red package. It also works good, but not the best, but it's quite good and quite cheap. I have tried some kind of clay, and not every clay is good. Not every clay is hard, and I don't know how to explain. Air dry clay can be flexible, but some of these clays, air dry clays, they are, you feel them like they are a little bit flexible. But some of them dries very, very well, and it's you may like I don't know how to explain. When you have chalk in your hand, you may do like this, and it will be broken. Some clays are like this, so you need to find your favorite one. But I think that before you find it, you have to try some variations and some manufacturers of it. We have few layers of paste here, so we need time to dry it very well. It's about 50 minutes left. I'm not very fast artist, all my projects really take time to create them, so Please be patient. I'm trying to do my best. When crackle paste is totally dry, these crackles appear, and when it's not dry, they're invisible. So I want to wait this moment when crackles appear. Brittle. I need to learn this word and see the translation. While I'm drying, I'm going to use translator. Okay, I know one more word. It's brittle. Thank you. My personal teacher, English teacher. If you have pieces made with plastic, you just should cover them with white gesso, with layer of white gesso, or with layer of even transparent gesso, and then you may cover it with paints, and paints will be stick on resin, and it will be good. I just don't have resin here in Estonia, and I know that some girls buy it from somewhere, from Amazon, from somewhere else, but I don't have it. I have to help. I think that we may continue. Now I need my white gesso again, and my favorite brush, but I think that I lost it. Give me a moment to find it. Here it is. This is my favorite brush. It should be dry. The brush should be dry. You may use any you want, but this part, hair, fur, I don't know the word, should be really rough. And now we need to cover it again with white gesso. Everywhere. Okay. Now do you see the difference? Maybe my layers are not totally dry, but I think maybe tomorrow more crackles will be visible. Now we need to dry it again. Yes, texture is very beautiful and looks like a really old fence. Shabby fence. Thank you, Nat. I love your cards. I need to cut some elements, let it dry a little bit as it is, and I'm going to use my sweet paper pad, the smallest one, and I need to cut out some details from it. Some cards. I want this one. Maybe this one, but without outer part, just inner part, green one. And one more, even two more. Wait, again on the inner part of this. And maybe this one. I want to make edges distressed. Yes, collection is very beautiful. I like it for its calm shades, very calm green color and very calm pink. I don't like very vibrant colors. I like more calm colors. I love Fussy cotton. I noticed the tray full of flowers. I will show you them later, girls. I know that Fussy cotton is not for everyone, but I love. I should confess, I love. So put them aside and continue with our background. In the beginning, I was thinking about, when I was creating this project, let me show you again this. In the beginning, I was thinking about yellow and brown color combination, but after I glue some details on it, I decided to add purple, lilac purple. So I changed my color combination that was in the beginning when I was creating my first project. Let me show you the name of this. The name is Essence of this set. Yes, I find fussy cutting relaxing too. It is the way of relaxing for me. If I watch a movie in the evening, I just take a sheet of paper and just start cutting flowers from it. And it's useful for your hands and for your brain as well. And now I think that it was this color. And we need to dilute it with water very well. So here is my glass of water and start adding them. Now it's look like it is more greenish, like even like how to say the name of it, like ochre. I don't know if you have this color or it's the right name of this, but it's like brown brick color with red notes, ochre. And put it everywhere, this color. You may just even spray water a little bit directly on your project. Hello. My husband is here saying hello to me and to you. Yes, ochre. Fine. I just need to know pronunciation about of it. I will see after my life. When it dries, it becomes more yellow, more tender, more bright, more light. Not as dark as it is in the moment. Having a set of watercolor paints is really great solution because you may use it for painting in mixed media projects, and I think it's cheaper to buy a set of watercolor paints than buy as many jars of other paints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 12 here. And Prima has a lot of different sets of them. More vibrant, more calm, more natural. A lot of them. And in some places I added more brownish color, but in my project now it's invisible because I put lilac after, but I think that I will put brownish for my new project as well, to save the tone. As I remember, maybe it was this one. No, this one, yes, this one. And as you see here, I have here two main lines, two main vertical lines, this one and this one, connected with clocks. And my dark color goes like my main lines, my main composition lines goes. Look how beautiful paint goes in the texture, in all these cracks and these gaps. Very beautiful. we're crazy people, really crazy people, because I think that there's won't be a moment when we feel that it's enough of stuff in our stash. I always want something new. I always want new release. I want to try some new colors, some new molds, and I'm really addicted to molds. I think it's the best that Prima have, how to say, created. I really love them. Now we need to dry it again. Very good. Thank you, girls. Thank you. I will read some comments. Yes. Flowers, very beautiful. Well, the best flowers are Prima Flowers. My love to Prima products began with flowers. When I saw Prima Flowers first, I fell in love in Prima. And my biggest, how to say, my biggest dream was to be a part of Prima. And dreams do come true. We need to dry it very good. If I could know what the word subtle mean, let me see the translation while I'm drying it. Wait. Girls, is the connection, internet connection is good? Because I see that on my phone is everything is good, but my computer won't work. Okay, now I know word subtle. Hello, Vasilis, hello. Thank you, girls. Thank you for your lovely words about my projects. Thank you. I'm really happy that you like them. I think that this dry, and now I need to dry my brush because I need my brush to be dry again. Oh, thank you for a rain of hearts. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And now, white gesso again. As you noticed, we have like a cake layer, then layer of white gesso, then again layer, and layer of white gesso again. I think that my sweet collection and white gesso today are main products. Now we need white gesso to highlight all parts, to make it more, the whole background look more shabby, more vintage, more tender, more soft. So don't ignore white gesso in your projects, to use it in your projects. It makes look them really beautiful. Wait. As I may see, I have a little bit of different colors, maybe here a little bit lighter and maybe yellow, but I think when we add lilac here, it will be the same. Now I think that we may start gluing all the elements, building our composition. So let's start. I need few butterflies, really nice trims from my sweet collection. They look very beautiful, very delicate, and I need some of them. As I like fussy cutting, here I want to also to cut some transparent parts of this lace, but it's just my wish. I want that this butterfly will be more filigree as it is at the moment. Look how beautiful. Very beautiful. And the second one. Now we have two. Then I have these two pieces. I will put them on my project. And ta-da! Here I have a lot of fussy cut flowers. This is also my sweet collection, but it is from big paper pad, 12 by 12 inches, and here I have a lot of them to build my layers. And now I want to put them near to my base to see what I have. Here are a few pieces. They are different, but they are also from this My Sweet collection. Now I need to add some flowers under my shape elements. So that's a ton of flowers. Yes. And start gluing everything. You know, when you know that some flowers won't be visible, you may save some flowers and just cut only pieces that will be visible. Okay, maybe a little bit more glue on the first clay shapes. And then we're starting to mix our layers. Our layers are clay shapes, cut flowers, some trims, some this let's give them name like cards, and I want to distress the edges of these cards to make them look more shabby. Also, oops, I'm going to take this sepia pad. It's also by Prima. Just edges a little bit. If you skip this step, it's not a problem, but I like to distress edges. Now, thank you girls. I like I'm very happy that you like my project. So here we have flowers, then clay, then we should put flowers again. If you feel that you don't have how to say, your flowers are dropping, you need to put a piece of cardboard between. I have a lot of them. It's leftovers from chipboard. I need a little bit of them. Just put them on small pieces. This is where I hold my breath and just take it all in, because her layering is out of this world. Thank you girls. When I'm starting make layers, build my composition, I think that I have very how to say, my brain is very busy at this moment, and I can't tell the same time when and can't explain. So sometimes I just keep quiet and hold my breath. Sorry for this, but I hope that I can explain you something. At the moment, just we have two main line of our composition. It's the right, not this one, is the left and the right, and then we will connect these two with chipboard clocks. Now we just need to put layer on layer, and don't forget to mix your layers of flowers, clay, and other elements. Let me put somewhere here my first project. And now I think that I need my card, my first card here. Also put it on a piece of cardboard to make, you know, like to make air and space between every layer, so your project will be looks more airy. Then we may put one more clay shape here, and I feel that I need to put cardboard piece here. If you don't like cardboard pieces, you just may put maybe some pieces of lace or something more beautiful. If, for example, you prepare your project as a gift, to make these cardboard pieces not very visible, but if you see, you can't find a lot of these cardboards, so that's okay. I use them more often than some other stuff. And to make this part and this part equal, put a little bit here and then put a little bit on this side. Now maybe I'll put a little bit. Here and here. Let me see if you write me something. Thank you, girls. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, let me see what I have here. I think it's time to here it is, to add this piece. Sometimes I need this. Tell me the name of this tool. How can I say it in English? And you know, if you use plastic for your molds, the plastic shapes have one big plus: they're really light, because these are heavy. Clay is heavy, and you may see how it goes on this side, but after gluing after everything glue very good and very properly, it will stand very good. You just may add more glue. But in some projects, when I'm using plastic, I wish that my when I use clay shapes, I wish that they were made from plastic, because I want them maybe more, not as heavy as they are. Now it's time to add butterfly. I think that this one, I don't need this pearl here, because my next layers won't stand very good, so you just may cut it with your scissors without it. Tweezers, okay, yes, tweezers. I knew this word because it's the same as for you know, for brows. Flower again, and maybe it's time to add some flowers from different colors and maybe different shapes. Let me see. This is from Nature Lover collection. Very beautiful, very soft and tender rose shade. It's not like a heavy body gel because it's liquid, and it's comfortable for me to use it and how to say, squeeze it from the bottle. Sometimes I use heavy body gel as well, but for me it's more comfortable to squeeze it. And I use the glue from hardware store. It's not for craft, but it works good for crafting too. Now again, layer of flower, this fussy cut flower. Then maybe somewhere I need to add paper flower, dimensional flower. Now I need to add something on this side. Maybe it should be flowers again. Let me see. I think it's time for cloaks. I want to cut this. Okay. Yes, these parts are the height, not height, the height of this side and this side are equal, so I may put my cloaks on it. Okay. And then again, flower by flower, and I think that I have a piece of lace on this part, I will add a little bit, except the cardboard, just a piece of lace. And it's time for scissors. And then we may put flower, fussy cut flower again. And it's time to beautiful dimensional flowers. I don't like this green part, I told you last time. And now you may just even destroy the edge with your fingers to make it more vintage. And maybe not as white as it is. Yes, scissors are really beautiful. How to say it correctly, your time for spending the time that you spend for making the scissors and all the effort that you should make worth it, because they're really beautiful. Do you understand what I told? Now it's time for one more butterfly. Again, I want to cut the bead. The effort for making them is so worth it. Thank you. But I'm happy that you understand what I would love to told you. Again, some glue. Then one more flower, lilac flower here, and I think maybe in some places we may add a little bit flowers, maybe somewhere here. And maybe some in some places, maybe somewhere here, or not. A little bit from this side, and then if I cut them, I should use them. Maybe a little bit here to make it more fluffy. And I have a bow that I made using silk, how to say, not trim, this, I forgot the word, and I have silk flower. It's also a piece of trim, so I want to glue them. Oops. Taking my tweezers and putting it somewhere here. And my bow somewhere here. Maybe it's a little bit big. Okay. Let me see how it will look like in that place. Okay. So just a drop of glue. And then bow, and everything is so sticky. My hands, my scissors, my fingers, everything around me. Let me take scissors that are not in glue. It's time for key. That no, I will put it in the end when I add lilac color. And I want to, you know, here I have scissors, and on this part I want to add something with similar color as my scissors. So on this part I want to add this keyhole. To balance, to make balance of two sides of my project. Maybe it's not very visible, but you see that here we have a little bit of dark color, this plum preserve, and here a little bit. Now it's time to add lilac color. I used this. The name of this is French lavender. Here it is. Thank you, girls. Now all these flowers I don't need anymore, and I need my watercolor brush again, diluted with water, very good, very properly, and starting to add some this lilac color around your main composition. Maybe I should add lilac before I glue my bows and lace, but okay, I think everything will be okay. We're like, you know, we're like adding some shades to make depth of the project. When we add it, you will see the difference, how it looks with this lilac color around. If you feel that it is too dark, just add more water. Beautiful. And after drying, all colors become more light. So when lilac will be dry, it will be lighter. I keep silence again. No. We may put a drop of color inside the flower, just very carefully. Like, I think that this flower is too big. Maybe I may change it. Wait a minute. I will take this one and try this one. Yes, I think this one will be better. So let's replace. Perfect. This one is better. And we may put just drop of paint inside the flowers, not everywhere, just a little bit in the middle. And this lilac color we may add even on the edges, a little bit, not everywhere, but in some places. If you see here, for example, and on the top of my project as well. So let it dry, and we may add at the moment some beads, micro beads and stuff like this. This is this is memory hardware pearls. The name of them Nightfall. And my tweezers again. So some beads on one part and some beads on another part of my project. Maybe some glue here. And I think that I need to put fine. All these last steps take time, but all these nice and beautiful small elements make project looks finished. some beads here and there. I had one flower that I cut and I lost it, but I really want to add it in one place and I don't know where it is. Okay, maybe I will find it. So keep gluing beads. Maybe let's talk a little bit because I feel not comfortable when I don't talk with you, and I think that I am alone here and everyone got bored with me. I want to put one more bead and I don't know what color should I take. I want pink one, but maybe they are over. Okay. And now I want to add few buttons. Look how many buttons I have here. It is from my sweet collection. Maybe it's better to put them in small jar, but I really like to keep all my materials and my stuff in original packaging. We need some nice pearly buttons. Again, a drop of glue. Yes, really fun to collect and fun to add to project. They're very nice and they're gives how to say, nice looking to project. And maybe one more somewhere here. Now I need to cover. I lost this flower. You may see very small, but I want to add something in this place to prolong my composition. Just maybe I may put it here, and maybe small button, or not button, maybe it could be pearl. Okay. Okay. Now I want to add some white gesso again on my flowers. A little bit on my scissors and maybe a little bit everywhere. again, to make it more vintage, more shabby, more tender. And when after all you put you cover your elements with white gesso, it looks like all elements are connected with each other. I hope you know. I hope you understand what I mean. And now a little bit of glitter. I need gold. It's like white gold and purple. It is Finnabair glitter sets, and I need let me find it. Wait, girls. I lost them. I found them. A little bit of beads and soft gloss gel again. With old and not good brush. I think it's a few minutes more and we will finish our project. Let me glue this part. I will glue it. No, it's not time for this. Let me make some more. We need to emphasize the whole project. I want to add some black ink around it. Look what I'm going to do. I need this tool and I need black ink pad, and just add a little bit on the edges. You will see that if you look, here are without black edges and here are with black edges. I think that you may see the difference between them. So just a little bit black on the edges everywhere. And I forgot to bring in my room one thing. Give me a second and I will bring it and I will show what I want to do. Wait, please. I need this one. It's how to say what is this? Cotton stick. Just put it inside this pad and go inside your gaps to make these planks also more visible. Earbud, okay. Earbud. So inside all these gaps between planks. Can you see the difference? Tell me. With black and without it. And now it's time to glue this. More glue. And now a little bit of soft gloss gel. Just put it a little bit here and there on the flowers. It's quite old and it's not very good already, but it's still sticky. Just a little bit of purple beads. Maybe it's too much. Just take it with your brush and put it somewhere else. But keep the line, the main line, vertical line, when you glue in these things. I forgot about my key. Okay, I will add it in a moment. As you see, all elements are hidden one under another, so it's more interesting to look on the project. And on that places when we where we add this soft gloss gel, we need to add some glitter here and there. Not much, but to make it shiny. I know that girls like all this shiny stuff. And this color is really versatile because it's not very yellow and it's not silver, it's white gold. And also white gold wax are my favorite. And the last step for my project is to make some splatters. I need to add some nails. Is it the nail? The name of this? Tell me, girls. It's nail? It is. It's brads, but I want to cut this part from it. And we'll add to brads, but if it will be not not brads, if it will be the real one. Is it the name of it is nail? Screw, like screw. And the last step is to add some splatters. For splatters, for black splatters, I like to use this ink black liquid acrylic paint. We need just a small screw, okay, a small drop of it and a tiny brush and a little bit of water to dilute them. This drop and sprinkle. Just tap in your brush. I know if you may see what I'm doing here and there. I like to add splatters on my project. Sometimes I add white, sometimes black, sometimes both. It gives, like, you know, dynamic to the project. Maybe I what a mess. Maybe I need more color because I diluted too much. Okay, that's enough. Finish. Thank you, girls, for being with me almost, let me see, 2 hours. I think it's the it is the longest live that was in Prima. Okay, forgive me. I thought that it won't take as much time as it took, but the result is nice. It's mixed media. We need to color everything, to paint everything, to dry everything, to glue a lot of elements. So thank you. Thank you, girls. Thank you for your support, for your translation, for your help with English words, for teaching me. Thank you all for being with me this evening or this morning. Thanks a lot.